I realized that I kind of just jumped straight into past lives and didn't really take a moment to give you a lay of the land. So let's take a moment to discuss what I call the tools. Now, this isn't a complete list of the tools, but from the very beginning, the concept of me sharing this information and sharing this knowledge, internally I've felt very clear that what I'm sharing are tools to be utilized. And that means that there is work to be done while we're using these tools. As I've talked about with human design, like it's not the one-stop shop, it's not the total and complete picture. These are tools that we can reach into and utilize as they work for us at various stages along our journey of being human. There's something that I wrote years ago on an airplane about this work that I was cultivating and developing. And what I wrote is, this work isn't sexy, and it may not be quick, but you will feel strong and confident knowing that you are developing lifelong skills and habits. I invite you to think about these tools as an access point to both your own inner knowing as well as to the collective consciousness and the collective wisdom. You can find this all written out on my website, and I will be diving deeper into some of these tools in future videos. I actually already have one about the chakras, and then I have another one ready to go for the Akashic Records. And then I just posted one about past lives. So building up the content of these tools so that we can have a discussion, and also so that you understand what I'm using, what's in my toolkit, if you're interested in working with me. Which, by the way, the link is in the description, and while you're hanging out in the description, you might as well click on the subscribe button and the notification bell. And you know what, while you're at it, just give the video a thumbs up if you enjoy the content. As an MG, I am constantly adding to and molding my toolkit, so definitely this is not an exhaustive list, but this is the current resource list that I am drawing upon. And we're going to go through them in alphabetical order because that way there is not a hierarchy of favorites. I am going to go deeper into the Akashic Records in a future video, so stick around for that. But essentially the Akashic Records are a library of both collective knowledge and like universal laws, and also your own personal library portal where you can access past lives, you can access your soul contract, why you are experiencing this life, and how well aligned you currently are regarding your soul's contract and your soul's purpose for this life. The Akashic Records is also a portal for you to be able to meet with your council, and I will talk about them in a future video. I also utilize the chakra system, and I utilize the chakra system from both the Eastern tradition as well as the human design tradition. So there are 7 chakras in the Eastern tradition, 9 currently in the human design system, and essentially the chakras are centers of energy, and each one of these centers has a theme to it. I do dive deeper into the chakras in another video, so you can find that link down in the description. But for now, really quickly, we have the crown chakra, which is kind of the access point to higher consciousness and spirituality. We have our third eye, which is our intuition and our vision, our future sight. We have our throat, which is our communication, expression, as well as manifesting through speaking what we desire into physical reality. Then we have our heart chakra, which is love and courage, our solar plexus, whoop, let's go like that, our solar plexus, which is identity, self-worth, as well as power. Then we have our sacral, which is creation, desire, as well as sexual energy. And finally, the root at the very base of our pelvis has the theme of our physical needs and our basic survival requirements. These chakras can be in and out of balance. They can also have qualities and essences to them, which leads us into energy reading and energy healing. So the way that I'm learning about energy reading and energy healing currently is through Nikki Novo. And the basis for these energy reads and these energy healings is the chakra system. And so with these energy reads and energy healings, what I do is go through the chakras and locate and clear out beliefs, patterns, relationships, identities, and stagnant energy that is just generally holding us back from stepping into our truly soul-aligned selves. Next up in my toolkit is human design, and I have a whole bunch of videos on that, so you can check the link in the description for more information there. But basically, human design is a 9-chakrad system that speaks about both the qualities of those 9 energy centers as well as our energetic aura and how we interact with the world and the energies within us as well as around us. So it is an energy exchange system that helps us to work in alignment and in flow with our natural energies. Then we come to meditations as well as guided visualizations. And I utilize these because along this journey, we are going to come up against beliefs and patterns that we've just accepted up to this point. And sometimes our conscious mind is challenged when it comes to moving around or beyond these beliefs and patterns. So we use meditation and visualizations to move beyond and step around the thinking mind. So they can be a super powerful tool to help us reconnect with our knowledge and our wisdom and our truth without the conscious thinking mind getting in the way. We also have spirit guides, and spirit guides can come in many different forms. Some spirit guides are very hands-on, other spirit guides are very hands-off. And these spirit guides can be with us for a long time, they can be with us for a short time. We may realize their presence and we may not realize their presence. Typically, we each do have a main spirit guide or a spirit guide that speaks for the collective of our other spirit guides. And depending on where we are in our journey or what we need out of our journey, we may or may not be in touch with our spirit guides. So if you've been hearing about them and you haven't met them, or if you are a little bit concerned about them, don't worry. Whatever happens to be correct for you is what you are there to participate in and receive. It actually wasn't until very recently that I met 2 of my guides. One of them is sort of the one who journeys me and is with me if we go into the upper world, and then he'll journey me to the underworld. But once I'm in the underworld, I meet another spirit guide, and she's the one who takes me through the healings and the processes that we do in that world. So this is still kind of new to me because I really haven't been working with these energies until recently, but it's a quick little overview of working with spirit guides. It's also really beneficial because if I'm doing a read, I can use spirit guides to talk to other spirit guides, and then my spirit guides will interpret for me. So it just kind of helps me to tune into the energy a little bit more clearly. I do also include physical practices. So that includes nutrition and yoga or fitness. And really what that has to do with is moving the energy within our bodies. Within this physical form, we want to move energy through us and not let it get stuck and stagnant. So I'm actually going to be talking about nutrition in an upcoming video as it relates to spirituality and as it relates to energy. But the same thing kind of goes when it comes to physical movement as well. Having a clean vessel that moves energy through it with ease is very helpful as we realign with our soul. Those are the tools, and then I wrap the tools up in the method of coaching. And essentially what that is although I'm here on these videos giving you information, when I'm working with clients, I am giving information, but I'm also asking a lot of questions. So coaching essentially is a facilitation of a conversation that you are having with yourself. And having a coach there to help you facilitate that conversation is so useful because we can see where you may be still unaware of certain habits and patterns and belief systems, and we can move you towards noticing what those are and therefore addressing them, because what is unconscious cannot be addressed. So a coach can help to reflect for you what is currently unconscious in your world. Okay, those are the tools that I am currently using. And as I said, you can expect some future videos that are going to include more detail on some of these tools. There are already some videos up on some of them as well. And before I go, I do want to just put a reminder that energy is powerful. And these tools are working with energy and they are powerful. As you open to receive and to realign and to work with these tools, you want to make sure that you're protected. Set your intentions, ground your energy before, during, and after using any energetic tools. Direct the energy and take control in a way that makes you feel safe and comfortable. And check IDs. So what that means is you're only asking to work with beings of the highest light, the clearest consciousness, and for the highest and greatest good of you. And so you can ask beings, you can ask entities, you can ask energies. If that is the case, you can check their ID. And if they are not willing or if they are not something that you choose to work with, you can send them on their way. And it's very important that we take that direction ourselves. There have been too many situations where people get into this work and they don't take it seriously or they don't set those boundaries clearly. So this is me asking you to please take this seriously and set your boundaries clearly. Set your intentions and ground yourself into your physical body. And I don't want to scare you away from this because it can be so healing, so powerful, so helpful. So if you are interested in working with me instead of doing this on your own, you can find out more in the link in my description. And I will see you in the next video.